I didn't mention though the group contract versus group promises. So I
Yeah.
have always used group contracts for the big projects, and I identify 5 headers, and then they fill them in however they want. But it includes everything from leadership, what are our learning objectives, how are we going to handle conflict, project management. I have changed that to a group promises contract, a group promises document, and I have embedded the notion of promises and my promises to you and your promises to me in the syllabus based on a session that Cynthia Bram led at the CFT using Ken Bain's work, our inaugural CFT leader at Vanderbilt. An article that he wrote on the promising syllabus. And I really prefer this notion of promises to one another. And, we are going to commit to what we promise to do for one another rather than a contract. I do think words matter. And so I view that as a very important component of what they're doing. And something that I did this year for the first time, and I will be honest, so like many of you, I am sure that there's a lot of scrambling and last minute trying to get things ready because of the new environment and everything else that's going on. And so in the first big group project, I had forgotten to distribute the group promises agreement. And I realized it halfway through the project, which the ideal is you do this up front. And so I said, okay, I'm going to do something different. I am going to launch it tonight, and I am going to ask them to, draft what matters and to assess one another in class that night on the things that they think are important. That again turned out to be a highlight, and I will use it from now on. So rather than waiting until the end of a project for students to assess one another, I will, and I did for the rest of the semester, a mid-project peer assessment with one another. How are we doing? Where can I improve? And talk through it. The other piece I include in the group promises or in the final evaluations is you have to tell your group members how they did and how you assess them. And you can only share with me feedback you shared with them.